guys decided to audition for Web Nights?
I just love the show. It's just an incredible show. It's unlike any other show, and just to be a part of it is just, especially with this creative team, Joey McNeely, who's worked with Jerome Robbins, the original choreographer of the show, and Donald Chen, who's worked with Jenna Burns, the man who wrote the music. It's just like an incredible opportunity, especially on this course, like going to all these different countries and continents. It's just an amazing experience and opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, this show is just such a classic and such an important story to be telling right now, I think. And so, you know, when you have the opportunity to have this be your job, traveling the world, you know, like, I mean, how can you say no? This is just a once-in-a-lifetime kind of opportunity.
You said the word important message. What is the important message of the story?
Yeah, you know, I think this is one that's always going to be relevant. You know, everybody knows what it's like to have differences with someone, whether that is a racial thing like we see in the show, but also, you know, religions, or just like disagreeing with someone over something else that's minor. Like, everybody can relate to it. And, you know, in this show, I think the message of, you know, you can handle things like the Jets and the Sharks do and let your fear of the unknown translate into violence and hatred, or you can handle things the way that Tony and Maria do and choose to see the differences and embrace them, but look to the heart of who the other person is and connect with that person, because we all are the same. Yeah.
You want to add more?
No, she pretty much hit the nail on the head. that's pretty much it.
Do you feel somewhat responsible to bring out that message to everyone in the 14, 15 countries you've been to? The message of being united and...
I mean, a lot of people just come to see the show because they enjoy the music, and the music is so iconic. But I'm sure. I mean, we don't get to talk to like even a small percent of the people who come and see the show. But you know, if we've brought that message to one person, we've done the story's job.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting too, and I wish that we got a chance to talk to more people, because I'm sure different aspects of the show resonate with different cultures for different reasons, just based on, you know, how people grew up and what the norm is for their country, city, neighborhood of where we are. So I wish that we got to actually really see more of that kind of response, and you know, how it really sat with people. Unfortunately, sometimes we aren't going to know. We just have to trust that this story is written well enough that I don't believe it's going to go out void. So it's like, if we do our job, it's going to hit somebody. And like you said, that's worth all of it if it hits one person. So.
Have any of you seen the film?
Yeah, it was actually the first like musical theater anything I've ever seen. Unlike a lot of people who do this, I did not even start singing until I was 18 years old. I was an athlete. I was an ice hockey player for 12 years. So I like was so like, you know, I was like the first thing I was blown away by. Like, I was in 7th grade and I was like, wait a minute, there's like guys dancing and singing, but they're fighting. And I don't really understand what's going on here. But what was I, like 11 years old? Like, my 11-year-old brain was just like, this is really cool. I need to know why, like, this, like, you know. But that was the first thing, you know, that really, West Side Show was the first thing that ever hit me, like, in this realm of you know, musical theater. So.
What's the impact of it to you?
I don't think there was no impact. It was just like, okay, I'm in 7th grade. I'm watching this in a music class. I don't even want to be here, but there's people fighting on the TV, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the movie in a really long time, so it's one of those things where after this is done, I want to go back and watch it after doing the show, you know, and having it be my world for so long, and being able to like look back and have it affect me in a different way than it probably did when I was younger, because, you know, when I saw it when I was little, it was just something that really spoke to, it just really inspired me in regards to knowing that I wanted to do this. And so, you know, just the music and the dance and the acting and the storytelling just really spoke to me as a child. And, you know, I was young enough that I don't think I understood some of the bigger themes of it at the time. And obviously as I got older, I understood that more. But I think after having this be our world and living this for so long, I'm excited after all this is done to go back and watch it and to be reminded of that.
Very, very different children. A boy's mind and a girl's mind.
Yeah. Speaking of performing, how do you make sure that you give a fresh take to every performance each night? What's your technique? How do you do it?
It's a hard question. I mean, we have been doing this show for so long, and we just kind of we all have to just like kind of just think every night. It's like, okay, it's a new audience, and you know we all love what we do. We all really enjoy performing the show. But some nights it's a little bit, you know, someone might be tired, someone might be sore. But for me personally, I just have to remind myself that there are 3 million guys in New York City who can do this job better than I can, and I have to just like really sit with myself and be like, you're like, you know, you're incredibly blessed. You can just go out there and suck it up and do your job. So.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's just reminding ourselves, like, when we are tired or, you know, we just had a travel day and we're jet lagged or something weird like that, it's reminding ourselves how blessed we are to be doing what we're doing and to be telling the story. And also, you know, reminding ourselves that each audience is different and they deserve to hear this story and see this story to the best of our abilities as much as somebody did the very first time we did it. You know, it's like, just because we might be a little tired doesn't mean that like they don't deserve to see this story the right way that it should be told. So we just have to remind ourselves of the importance of that, I think, and that helps a lot. So.
What have you heard about Filipino audiences when it comes to musical theater? What are the impressions that have come by you in the past 15 countries you've been at, and now that you're here? Because we're all musically inclined.
Yeah.
We have less along. A lot of people here travel to New York, so we are exposed to it. And I'm sure there have been a lot of conjectures.
Yeah.
Can you like to share?
There. I mean, me personally, I have worked with people from the Philippines for 2 years, so I'm very familiar with the culture and how people are. I have a lot of Filipino friends. I've celebrated the Independence Day twice. But
karaoke.
Yeah, and like I've been around it for the past 2 years, so I know how musically inclined, like, you know, the people that come from here are, and it's just, you know, really exciting to be immersed in that culture again, like the excitement, the love, and it's just like unlike any other. And like trying to explain that to someone who's never been like outside of where I am, they're like, they don't get it.
Does the challenge now become much more challenging?
No, because it just always seems like they're, you know, just as excited and they're just grateful to be there. So, you know, I hate saying like they're like, you know, like they're different, but we're not. We're all just people, and, you know, I'm just excited to bring the story to people who really want to be there.
I had never, you know, I'd never been anywhere in the Philippines before. I didn't really have much of a knowledge of anything here, but so far what we have gathered from, you know, the fans that have already reached out to us and you know, talking to our local promoters here, it seems to be, you know, something that the people of Manila love and are really excited about. And, you know, I've been saying this all along, how like when we know that our audience is really excited, it makes it that much more fun for us, and I'm even more excited to do what we do because I know that they're like chomping at the bit for the show to start, and they're like really excited, and we just feel like the show is going to be really well received, which is really nice. So I'm excited to have our official opening tonight.
I heard you say lovely.
I do love. I mean, I grew up, of course, like listening to Disney, and you know, and then as I got older and realized she's more than just the voice of the Disney princess, I like, you know, was exposed to more of her work, and I love her so much. So I mean, we all do.
She's back on
Who
Broadway.
doesn't?
Yes, she's doing Once on this Island, and I just read that she's playing like Ursula, and I love Once on this Island. I did a children's production of the show, and I got to play one of the gods as well. And she's singing like one of the most beautifully written songs in musical theater, and I will see the show probably 25 to 30 times just to hear her sing that song. And she also originated the role of Kim in Miss Saigon, and Miss Saigon is just my absolute dream to do. And yeah, just listening to her sing that music was incredible.
Thank you.
Now that you're here, what are your plans after work? What do you intend to do?
Well, after work, I mean, there's not much time to do anything. It's like 10:30.
We're done kind of late.
Yeah, you know, in free time, I mean, just kind of enjoy, just do whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I hope to go back to Boracay or Palawan at one point, like maybe after a show on Sunday, because we have the day off on Monday. Hopefully be able to get like a quick flight right after the show on Sunday and just go to Palawan or Boracay.
Lance said he went clubbing.
There are definitely people in this company who like to go out and have fun.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's not so much
no,
our scene.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it sometimes. Just like it's a lot. Like I don't necessarily like being out till 4 or 5 in the morning because I like going to the gym during the day and being like I'm really strict with that. So I mean, for me to like go out, party all night, you know, you get tired, you wake up in the morning, you're like, ugh, you know, you don't really want to do anything. I like getting up early. I like eating breakfast.
Go to bed
Yeah.
in a reasonable hour.
But I have been out here, and it is ridiculous. It's crazy, and they definitely know how to have a good time.